Hi everybody, here's Krystian from the TeamworkCast.
And this is Antiqui from the Starfield City Grid.
Welcome to our show, and this is the Mannheim Star Championship in Wizard's Well.
Correct.
Not Widow's Whale, Wizard's Well.
Wizard's Wayland.
And this is round number 4, game number 2 from round number 4. We saw in the first round Matt doing some horrible mistakes against the kill deck from RSA. But Matt on the left is playing with Harmony Medtech.
Wow.
What?
Rarely seen.
Yeah, so that's why I was really looking forward to this deck. It's also a really great matchup against RSA's weird Hayley.
Hayley?
Yep, so her ability is... We have to now explain the abilities because these are so rare IDs. Hayley can install... Hayley maybe not so much rare. Hayley can install... Whenever she installs something, she can install a second thing of the same type in the same click.
Yes.
The first time she does it. And then, you remember what Harmony Medtech does?
Only player needs 6 agenda points to win.
Yeah, both sides only need 6 agenda points to win. So this is kind of like a quick kind of rush kind of game. Usually it does something weird with agendas, so the opponent has to score 3 agendas, but you have to only score 2. It's also a really great matchup because I feel like for what Hayley is trying to do here, this is a really great deck actually. Alright, so we see a bunch celery gift at the beginning. And there's a bunch of ice here. There's agenda, of course the Global Food Initiative, and there's also the Nisei.
It's a very good start hand.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny part is with Harmony Medtech is with the 3 global foods, the runner needs score normally. He must score 3 agendas to win.
Yeah. So that's what I said. Like it's always like tweaking something with agenda points so that you have to, as Harmony Medtech, you don't have to score as many agendas as the runner has. Like leveraging this difference. Really cool idea to whip out this idea with now that Global Food came out. I think that's a really nice strategy here.
Mm-hmm. RSR playing Daily Cast and Film Critic.
Yep, and also adding breaking news Daily Casts to the Film Critic, so we can start both with the same click. Hedge fund for Matt.
More money.
Showing for the camera.
That was ice showing ahead is not coming into the show. It was too much naked skin.
Yeah.
I have think about it because my tattoo showing in the camera is not pornography in TeamworkCast.
Yeah, no, we can't show you tattoos, man. Although there were some sweet tattoos, I have to say. So this is going to be an install of a cache and a SMC, both with the same click. Again, Hayley's abilities kicking in.
Can make really funny things with this ability.
Yep, and there's a super glary card, which we don't know what it is. It's again, players have an uncanny ability to put the cards exactly where the glary spot is.
Yeah.
You don't have to see what the camera sees; they always find it. All right, so there's restructure on Matt's side.
The glare card is a S-up spawn shop.
Could very much be. And Matt is beefing up the defenses on the R&D. He knows that Hayley wants to do the R&D access, but he doesn't know quite why. Yes, that's an Ace of Spawn Shop indeed. But he will learn that the ice defenses are doing nothing. Do you already know what's coming?
Think about it. He draws triple and mills.
Yeah, discards a bunch of things. I mean, he doesn't need to play screen in this matchup, probably.
Yeah.
That's a good choice. He doesn't need the second AS up. All good discards. So Matt is like, I'm gonna start this party with a Jackson Howard.
The almighty Jackson.
Our Lord and Savior.
And it's still the old version from Jackson, not the new promo alt art card.
Yeah, I'm with Matt here. Like the alt art doesn't look nice. Too little yellow.
But a nice, creepy-looking Jackson.
Yeah, creepy Jackson is cool, but it's kind of like Superman 3, you know? Like, it doesn't do anything for me.
Jackson Luthor.
Emo Jackson. Alright, so he thinks about this a lot. He drew a bunch of cards there, and there's a Nisei that he really wants to get down at some point, I guess. Alright, so getting credits from the daily casts and starting a new game, new turn. Drawing.
And running archives.
And then using the SMC to get something. And I think we're gonna see the first mindfuck.
It could be DaVinci.
DaVinci Code confirmed. There's nothing in archives. Actually, he uses the Jackson Howard to get back some cards. So DaVinci is. Do you remember what DaVinci does?
I have the card here. I'm looking for.
It's kind of like Data Sucker, like a Shaper Data Sucker.
You cannot, for every successful run, you get a token.
Yeah.
And you can, as a trash card, and you can install a card. Install a card from your crib with the installation cost maximum of the power counters on DaVinci, without the pay the costs.
Yeah. So basically, you collect counters on it like a data sucker, but it's not virus tokens.
Nope.
And then you can install something instantly from your hand that costs as much as many tokens you have.
Yeah.
So now he has one token on this. So he will want to install something as one, I guess. The funny thing is that it can be anything. It doesn't have to be a program or a hardware. It can be also a
resource,
which is very powerful. I was experimenting with this and like, ooh. And then RSA pointing at some of the cards that have been exposed here with another salary gift. Lots of economy and also 2 Niseis. That's probably a good start here.
Yeah.
For Matt. So I was experimenting with DaVinci. I think DaVinci is a really great card. And I was experimenting with this and the Source.
The Source.
Yeah, because if you can get the Source in your hand, then you can do the best kind of clot.
Yeah, who needs clots? I have the Source.
An unpurgeable clot. But now it's even easier to pull this off with Artist Colony.
Oh yeah. Artist Colony is in this tournament legal.
Yeah, it is. We haven't seen it yet. I think RSA is playing it. Not exactly sure. All right, so he gets out a R&D interface and a clone chip.
The clown chip.
The clown chip. How many clowns are in this clown chip? And this card's
Femme,
interestingly. That's a really weird deck. I was mind blown when I saw this. There's the same old thing out there as well.
Which events could he run for the same old thing?
What do you think?
Mostly Maker's Eye.
Yeah.
And
you would think, right? You would think that's a Shaper thing that you would run it for.
The Shaper thing. And the other thing, I would say it's the Countsaphon, maybe.
Well, we haven't seen too much influence. Maybe the Femme is maybe a bit of influence, but otherwise, I think everything we've seen so far is Infection, so it's not impossible. I saw some really successful account siphon Shaper builds. It comes surprisingly, and it usually locks down the corporation.
Especially with the new Westminder identity is very often accounts, fonts, and vamps in Shaper deck.
But he would be playing Jasminder if that was his plan, right? So gets another same old thing down and another daily casts.
Yeah.
He draws more cards with
a third same old thing.
And then discards a Deus Ex.
And I see Levi.
Well, Levi is also always good with I had same old thing. Like usually if you play same old thing, Levi is should be a thing that you would think about, because also like if you that means you're playing some events that you want to replay, and then Levi gives you like just another go at all those events.
Or he plays Apocalypse. on this tournament, I have my first round opponent has played Apocalypse Kate, and I has played HB, and he Apocalypsed me 3 times before he used Levi, and I have every time come back into game, and then the 4th Apocalypse, and I was screwed.
I played against the very same opponent. It was painful. I won, but it was an accident. It was Apocalypse 3 times. It was hilarious. Anyways, so sure gamble going on here on Matt's side. I don't think he's playing Apocalypse though, because look at his board state. Like I don't think you want to get like your R&D interface Apocalypsed. There's too much build up going on for Apocalypse to be effective.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, same old things. The quality time, interesting. He is really looking for something that enables his deck, and I think I already saw it. Did you see it? It was just there for a second.
The Anarch card. Wow, I have not seen which Anarch card this was.
So there, we see that there's a Faust going on, but there's another Anarch card. There's another Anarch card that is more important, and I think we're gonna see it played in this round now. So cash coming out and passing the turn. Now it's Matt's turn, his last turn before he understands what kind of problems he is in.
It's
coming, guys. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Spoiler.
Drawing some cards. Matt still wants to have this scoring server because I guess his plan is to set up a Nisei server that is kind of taxing and just slow roll the agendas in there. He protects R&D with a Nisei, which we assume is Nisei. We saw 2 Niseis there. And protects. Okay, so now it happens. End of turn. End of his turn. He uses the DaVinci to install the public support.
Oh God.
Oh no, the activist support. It's activist support. So activist support, at the beginning of the runner's turn, if the runner is not tagged, they will get a tag. And at the beginning of the corporation's turn, if the corporation is not... No, other way. So if at the beginning of the runner's turn, if the corporation is not tagged, they will get a tag... not bad pupped. They will get a bad pup. And at the beginning of the corporation's turn, if the runner is not tagged, they will get a tag. Okay, so he basically installs it at the end of corporation's turn, gives the corporation a bad pub, and then he trashes it with Ace of Pawn Shop immediately. So now he just got in at a bad pub, and now he can blackmail.
I hate this card. I hate this fucking blackmail.
There's nothing that can be raised here. 2 R&D interfaces, he just sees 3 cards just like that.
And it seems
there's a Betty that he gets trashed.
But it's interesting that he not rests his...
Because it was a Betty.
I won't say it's a Nisei, then it's no sense he not to rest the card.
So accidentally Matt has like the right answer to this because he has a bunch of cards that do Psy games to protect servers. And that's actually probably the best choice against this kind of deck, because the ice is just doing nothing. And we see already 2 same old things out, so he can blackmail at will.
And he has, of course, 2 more blackmails in deck.
Yeah, of course. And then he has Levi. So there's going to be blackmails, everywhere.
I hate this blackmail. That had screwed me so much games.
Yep, it's if your deck is not prepared for blackmail, then you have a bad time.
Yeah.
I played for a while Valencia build that was built around blackmail. Yeah. It was that's so delicious.
If I play Wayland against Valencia, I every time mulligan for Elizabeth.
Elizabeth is great. Wayland is probably the best matchup for this because Wayland also has like the ability to res stuff, like bootcamp, for example, or like oversight AI or something.
Mm-hmm.
You can protect yourself against the blackmail.
Yeah, and with the new Surat City Crit coming with the Dogma and Democracy is a very nice tool to rest everything.
That's true. So there is something installed in the R&D, and then he addresses that immediately, just in case there's a councilman or something. I don't know. I guess it didn't come out at this point.
Not legal.
No, not legal yet.
Yeah.
But, you can never be sure. There's always some kind of shenanigans. At this point, when you saw activist support.
And the only one card who would kill here is a drive-by. But I don't think that RSR plays a drive-by in this deck.
Drive-by doesn't work on central servers, so that won't help.
My mistake.
I play that card a lot. I know its limitations very, very well. But yeah, that won't help. So he's kind of really secure right now. I mean, RSA can start burning some of the blackmails to get rid of that Nisei, and probably that's something that he will have to do at some point. He gets out the breaking news though. No, daily cast. Why are you breaking news? And then just another
DaVinci. DaVinci
because we can. And Diesel up. No, he discards the Diesel. He doesn't need any more card draw. He's almost through his entire deck already.
Yeah. And never forget, he has still the Faust on hand.
Yeah, I mean, that's, I guess, his emergency solution if everything fails.
That was on this tournament where my mistake. I had played the Chaos, Theory, Keyhole, Hyperdriver, False Echo deck, and I do it, plan A, I don't need plan B, and I screwed myself.
There's no plan B in your deck?
Then on this tournament was no plan B, and that was my biggest mistake.
Yeah, well, sometimes you have to commit. You have to put a ring on it.
Yeah.
All right, so Matt is thrown in for a loop because suddenly, all the ice that he installed. Look at how much cards he invested into protecting all the servers. All of this ice is doing nothing. It's completely useless. I mean, I guess he could something that RSA could do is get the FAM, for example, and FAM something. And then he can run on things without the blackmail. So I guess double icing everything is kind of helps a little bit.
Yeah. The only thing we can hope is the many Nisei games.
Yep, there's going to be a lot of Psy games in our future and the Psy games will be decisive. So far, nobody has scored anything, so everything is open. But we have to assume that the agendas are piling up in Matt's hand.
Draws again.
Yep, there's draws from RSA. Sure gamble.
And then...
What is he waiting for, though? Does he wait for more? More blackmails? Is he waiting for Matt to do the...
It's
Eden advance?
Eden or Utopia fragment.
It's one of the shards. It's a shard that makes the opponent draw things, discard things from hand. And he actually played it naked, he paid for money for it. This is really weird. He uses the DaVinci to install a Deus Ex. I guess he's careful about shocks, but I don't know, the Deus Ex is not really good against shocks. 2 cards being discarded from Matt's hand, but there's nothing. He runs on the archives, but finds nothing there. So Matt had some good luck here, I think. At this point, I would have totally expected his hand to be loaded with agendas, and we actually see a
future perfect.
Future perfect there. I'm assuming that he, because his deck is so lean on agendas, he probably has only 3 pointers. So the agenda density is probably very low.
And the 4th ice in the server?
Yeah, it's as if that's doing anything. Matt, you're wasting your time.
But the problem is, if he tries to score, he must trash the Nisei from the R&D to protect the remote server. If RSR runs on the score server, then he loses protection on the R&D, and RSR got already 2 R&D interfaces.
Yeah, so I think this premature res of the Caprice was a bit was not a good idea. Exactly for this reason. So RSA gets out a clot and the artist colony, right?
It looks like.
Yeah, it was an artist colony. I don't think he will actually use the artist colony for anything, but and the clot is also probably not doing nothing. It's probably just Aesop's fodder.
He uses it for the Aesops.
All right, so there is a blackmail inside this thing, and now Matt realizes his mistake.
Yeah.
Because if he reses the Caprice Nisei to protect this agenda, he has to trash the Caprice Nisei on R&D. And I think RSA was planning for this. That's why RSA has waited for Matt to start advancing.
That's what I said. I said he has this big trouble to lose this. Yeah, the blackmail run.
Yeah.
He has the lose this protection on the score server or the R&D.
Yeah, he has to protect his agenda for sure. I mean, this. He has to just get 2 agendas through, and then he's done. So maybe he can somehow, survive this assault on R&D that's coming up.
And the Psy game.
And RSA is using the Psy tokens by Axul.
Yeah, he's very proud of it. From the tournament, he has become them.
Yeah, it's really cool. They're really nice. You can put them face down, so the opponent doesn't know what's there, and then you turn them around. It's kind of like this, and you can like shuffle them in your hand so they randomize. It's kind of nice. But the choice is set in right now for Matt, and Matt is like has to figure this out now.
I would say.
What would you do? If you're RSA, what would you take?
2.
0.
0.
So RSA is being kept out, but now he can same old thing blackmail into the R&D, and so he gets to see 3 cards. Nothing. Whiffing on the R&Ds here. Already second assault on R&D and nothing.
Quality time.
He draws the rest of his deck. So this is going to be probably a pretty safe score for Matt with his unknowable amount of credits.
The future perfect.
Gets out the future perfect. Now, this is the point where Matt has to really put the pedal to the metal. He really needs to find his second agenda. He just needs to do the second agenda to win this game, so,
This is interesting.
It's a weird situation for Matt.
Yeah, the one problem is that this medical deck is very low on agendas. If he don't have this on hand, the problem is there are an R&D and there is RSI with his blackmail lock.
Yep.
Very aggressive, and now he got 3 R&D interfaces and the blackmail run.
Yep. So now, like, RSA is really trying to seal the deal here, but sees 4 cards and still no agendas. Trashes 1 Caprice, though. So this is really difficult now. This is like a horrendous R&D log for Matt. He cannot actually draw past this. He has to do some kind of, I don't know, Jackson Howard or something? I hope he has Jackson Howard, because otherwise he won't see his second agenda. Or maybe he has the agenda on hand? He checks the archives. On the other hand, I think RSA used up all of his options. He has to kind of do the Levy now to get more blackmails, right?
Yeah. If she correctly have 5 or 4 or 5 time run with blackmail.
I mean, there was same old things also used, so I lost track. Maybe he has another blackmail on hand still. We don't know.
That was the thing I think about it.
Well, but anyways, like he's running low on blackmails and he will have to start. Oh, there's install advance. Oh, Matt is going for it. Probably a good choice here. He had the agenda on hand, so this is good. He doesn't have to draw past the R&D lock.
And the blackmail from the hand.
Yep, blackmail from. I mean, it's all coming down to this Psy game. If Matt can keep him out, he will probably win next turn. I mean, the chance is going to be very low that RSA can get something on R&D now.
So now RSA takes 2.
So RSA is really needs to win this one. He's at 0 agenda points, and Matt is about to win this game. It's also probably like the final blackmail for RSA, right? Does he have another one?
We could be on
0-0! Oh!
Damn.
RSA gets this one. Yep, and that's the second future perfect.
So
And then using the blackmail to trash the Caprice. So this is bad. Matt has all his Caprice trash. He needs to recur them very soon. He needs to find his Jackson Howard. But we have to assume that RSA is gonna be... He does the Levy now. And we have to assume that RSA will be looking to get in more blackmails on R&D very, very, very soon.
But now he could Matt his... becomes a score window if the RSA don't become an blackmail on hand and no... Yeah. He needs to draw the blackmails early.
But there's like, we don't know if he has agenda on hand. If he has agenda on hand, maybe installing advancing would be a good choice. But then it's like, difficult. I don't know, man.
Maybe put an Betty or Jackson as fake in the server to look.
No, you can't. Oh, yeah, I mean, so it looks like a Caprice, right?
Yeah.
But it will look like a Caprice either way. I mean,
all 3 Caprices are in archive.
If there's a Caprice, like you cannot fake this, right? So you cannot fake the agenda. You can't, because you would have to advance it, and yeah, it's difficult. It's a difficult situation for Matt. I think he has to power draw for some kind of solutions now. Oh, see, celebrity gifts. You don't need the money, Matt. You don't need the money. Money is not something you need right now. Oh, this is a Jackson. Use the Jackson, Matt. Use the Jackson. Matt. You need to. Use the Jackson. Oh my God, Matt. That's not... Oh, I guess that's a Jackson now.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is very not good. Very, very not good.
Interesting. So, more money?
Yep.
And I see a blackmail.
Yep. That's what's coming now, Matt. That's you should have gotten the Jackson to get the Niseis back in. He does it now. And it's like difficult because if you get the Niseis in, okay, maybe you draw the Niseis, but they will get trashed, right?
Yeah.
Now it's a bit too late. So RSA will make sure that there's no Niseis coming up in the card draw.
No more Nisei for you.
No Nisei for you. No agendas for you. The clock lock is real. And this. What? Why did you?
Why
wasn't there a third Nisei in there?
There should be all 3 Niseis in archives.
Matt, you're Matt. Seriously, man, the Niseis are what's keeping you alive. You need the Niseis. Okay, that's the game win. Oh no, it's not. It's not. Oh, there's a Jackson. Oh, trashing the Jackson.
And.
Oh, wait. And nothing. Okay, so the pop that he mixed in was actually there, and so now RSA draws for the second blackmail. He trashed a bunch of cards, so doing it now would be probably a good choice. Instead he installs the cash and the DaVinci. All right, Matt, you need to draw past this. You need to draw into a Nisei. You can do this, Matt.
Believe in cards.
All the Jacksons are gone. You have to draw manually now. Okay, Matt, that's not a Nisei. Keep drawing for the Nisei, Matt. Keep drawing for it. Draw for the Nisei. He draws.
You will never rest your eyes. So true.
Oh, that's good. Oh, Matt is good. He did
interns.
Does he have the money, the credits, the clicks for this? Because that's a double, right?
It's a double.
I'm not sure if he had the clicks for this. Anyways, but that's a good idea that he kept the Nisei in there after all.
Yeah, so makes no sense to take only 2 Niseis in the R&D with ejection.
So he always has the Nisei that he can recur with interns. So now R&D is secured, like the bleeding has been stopped, but the damage is done.
Mm-hmm. And I see 2 blackmails on the hand.
Yep, RSA can start assaulting this Nisei, but Psy games, you can win a lot of Psy games in a row if you're lucky. Oh, he shows us the Fem, not sure what he wants to do with the Fem now. Like, it's not like he can get into an archives, an R&D with the Fem.
The next DaVinci?
Again, not sure what he wants to do with the DaVinci either, but... Okay, so Matt has a bit of a breather now. He can try to, if he draws into a second Nisei, he can try to maybe defend it somehow. Oh, difficult. He has an agenda on hand.
So these are just from your hand.
And he has to ask if the DaVincis work only from hand or from where else.
Only from hand.
Only from hand, yeah.
Well, could you play from your stack? That card would be awesome.
Yeah, I still think that card is pretty good. I don't know. I mean, now it's kind of like overshadowed by Artist Colony, but I still think it's pretty good. But like, especially if you get a lot of counters on this, you can install something crazy expensive.
But the only thing is that you need every time a run for the counter. This is a little bit slow to play the card if you want to play big stuff.
If you rely on this, yes. But if it's kind of like this neat side thing, I think it's a really nice. You have to treat it kind of like a data sucker, where you will be making runs because you want to do the runs, but then you will also get like this additional advantage. Mm-hmm. And I really like the idea of Shapers, especially being able to install something from hand, something that they haven't been doing so well in recent times. They had like the SMC from the heap, or the clone chip from the heap, the clown chip, and the SMC from as a tutor. Oh, there we go. Matt goes for the kill. Install advance. He's like, maybe there's no blackmail. There's blackmail.
There's a blackmail.
GG.
Aww.
Oh man, Matt, you poor thing. What have you done? But that was some really good luck by RSA. That he was able to win this one Psy game on Archives.
Yeah.
On the scoring server. I think that was crucial. Like, if he had lost that one Psy game, things would have looked really grim for RSA.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes, you need a bit of luck when you're with your Psy games to win a tournament.
Oh, yeah. Or accounts it for so long your opponent that he cannot play the Psy game.
Or that. You need account siphon or luck, depending on what you have in your deck. Cool. So we're going to move on to the next game, where RSA will continue dominating the top table. So we're going to see more of RSA. I hope you join us next time around when we, as always,
hack the planet! Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
Shit on me.
This episode of Netrunner TeamworkCast was created with a generous support from our listeners. If you enjoy the show and you can't get enough Netrunner videos, please check out our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/hacktheplanet.